Hello again YouTube, Enzo back bringing you another video review, and today we are finally, and this has been a year in the making now, we are finally going to take a look at the XT009 upgrade kit for Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus. So what I've done is, if you think like, well, why is he leaning to one side, that's because if you've noticed, I've fitted half the kit to him already, so you can get a sense of how he's going to be upgraded and things like that. So far, so good, if I'm honest. I will say straight away, the quality of the plastic is not excellent. There's a lot of narin and marlin. There's a lot of, I don't know, it feels cheap and nasty, if I'm perfectly honest here. So I'll get that straight out of the way now in case you're thinking of getting this kit for someone. Yeah, so not a great way to start off, but I thought I better get that out of the way because obviously it is important. I don't want you to waste your money. So there we are. So the first thing I've done is I have fitted the new forearms, I have fitted the new shins, and on the back I have fitted the thigh fillers and the filler there for the feet. There we go. So far so good. So alright, these are the new parts that we're going to fit now then. So these are the inner thigh fillers. They just slot in with all the grooves, which are very, very nice. This is the new forearms. You can see there now. We have, see, all I had to do, lazy boys, just bring another one in now. So all I had to do was fit a mushroom peg in. How hard, Hasbro, would that have been? Sorry. So they could have done that. And obviously you've got a little hinge as well. So not only have you got rotation there, but you can bend the wrist in and out, which is cool. And I knew it had articulated hands, but I didn't realise how much. So the two bottom fingers are fused, and the other two then are articulated so they can move on their own. Cool. I do like that. So there we go. The plastic doesn't really match. This white plastic doesn't match that plastic. And then you got these parts are the same. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell on camera, but trust me, this looks like a bit of a yellowy. I don't know, I don't like that. But luckily it'll be hidden by the forearms out, so there's that as well. This is the new part of the shin. As you can see there now, really nice, thick, stiff ball joint there, so you can get your articulation there now. And if I just bring in the shin there now, what was on Ultra Magnuson, you can look at, there's a lot more detail there, a lot more colour, a lot more paint apps. I think that does look a lot nicer, and it's bigger as well. So that's a nice upgrade. Do like that. Put it off to the side. I have the thigh filler part now. As if you saw my other video, obviously somebody's beat me to it. Somebody's been in there and actually taken that out. I haven't heard back from Kapow Toys yet, but I'm still going to be chasing it up, and I want this part. I know it's only a small little part. It's basically something to go in there. That's all it is. You can see that's been filled now, but that's going to bug me. I want that part, and I'm going to get it. What I've done here is the screwdriver that they supply you with, which is this one, is designed to take this part out. So you take that out, and then you will take the filler piece there with the jetpack, and those tabs up there are able to fill in the faces. So you just slot that over there like that. And again, that's a nice little upgrade, because one thing I hated about Ultra Magnus is he was so hollow. He's hollow here, hollow there, really made out for a cheap and nasty toy. But even I would have bought the kit just for these filler pieces, but it looks really, looks 10 times better. No, it looks much better than what it did. So there we go. Right. Also, he comes with a new head sculpt and 3 faces. Oops, nearly knocked the camera over there now. So this is the one we have at the moment, which is one of the faces. And this has got if my camera will zoom in, that's a really nice Optimus Prime looking head sculpt there. Very, very nice. I may use this at some point if I feel like a change. I just wish the eyes were a bit more vibrant. They look a bit dull and faded. That's what's put me off at the moment. And all we do is to change them. You can just see there now, they just basically slot in there. So just use your finger and just basically try and push that out, and that comes out like that. we have another Ultra Magnus face. We have 3 in total. And again, you just slot that in on top there. It would be nice if I had it on camera, wouldn't it? And you're going to have to persevere because these are really, really small pieces. They're really fiddly to get in, but obviously once you've got them in, push them in. So I do believe that that is exactly the same head sculpt as we have at the moment. Actually, yes, looking at it. But I think the one on Ultra Magnus at the moment is much more defined. So I don't know why they gave us this one. But again, okay. And then again, just push it out. Off it comes. Same again with this one. And this is the open mouth face. So again, line it up. Push it in. I do find on some parts there's a lot of excess plastic on them. And you can't quite fit things in. So there we go. That's Ultra Magnus with his open mouth face. And I really don't like that. And a lot of people have noticed as well that the eyes aren't reaching the top of the helmet, and you can see a gap coming through them. So if I am going to use something, it'll probably be the faceplate. Apart from that, I don't think I'll bother. Oh, pardon me. Right then. Let's get down to the rest of the installation, shall we? So the first thing you're going to want to do is basically open this part like that. Just fold it down out of the way. Fold up the foot. Take the filler. Line it up. And just get all the grooves lined up nice and tidy. And then when you've got it tight, nice and tidy, just push them in. And I will say they do fit nice and secure. I don't think that's going to come out in any hurry. So there we go. The only downside is when you fold these parts over now, you can see there now the plastic is, I hope you can see it, the plastic is rubbing. So I think what I'll have to do is it won't lock into place now, so they're going to be loose like that. Obviously because you've filled the back of the thigh in. So I think what I'll have to do is maybe grind off a couple of these pieces and things like that. So I'm thinking from there down, get rid of that bit of plastic and that bit of plastic, and then that tab there which is needed for vehicle mode, that'll slot in there. So there we are, we'll do that now. Right, now we're going to do the new feet. Be very, very careful with this, because when I did this one and I tried to pull this off, I could see this part here flexing and moving. So just be very, very careful, because I'm pretty sure if you break that off, it's game over. So be very, very careful. So, pardon me, what I was trying to do was just wiggle it around a bit, and then I realised that if I just push down like that, obviously it just comes out naturally and it takes the pressure off. So there we go. Take that piece off. We'll take the new piece. First thing you want to do is fold it up like that to get it out of the way. And then just as we did with the other one, just going to basically push that into place. And it will go nice, and it will be tough first of all, but it will go. Just don't be too rough with it. And then you can see then that'll clip over like that. That'll tab in. That'll tab in. Bring the shin over there like that. Push that into place. And then that will tab inside there like the original one did. And there we go. That's Ultra Magnus's new feet and shin and fillers. And well, I think straight away he's gained obviously a bit of height and looks much, much more better. I wasn't a big fan of the other feet originally, but looking at this now, I do like it a lot. I think it's a really, really nice upgrade. Only downside is when you put them into vehicle mode, not quite so good, but we'll get to that anyway. Right. If you could bend over for me, Ultra Magnus. That didn't sound quite right, did it? Right, so obviously the thigh filler piece now, you can see that one's missing. Kapow ties, I'm going to hold you to that now. So there we go. So let's just start doing one at a time. We'll just pull this one out first of all. And these do go in very, very snug. In fact, once these are in, I doubt it very much you're going to get these out. So unless you're 100% certain you want to do this, I wouldn't do it. So again, just pop them in, line them in, and just push, bit of force, and in they go. And straight away, that is a million times better. There we go. Let's just take the other one. And the good thing about these pieces, they've obviously taken a lot of time to design these properly, because every single groove is different, and they even have grooves inside the moulding as well. So let me just try and get that out. Because if you have a look there now, obviously that's where the mushroom cap is inside there. And obviously they've designed this piece to fit around accordingly. So, oops, there we go. So you can see that piece there now is designed to fit around the mushroom peg, which is good. So again, we just put that in there like that. Push that in. There we go. And now the last two pieces. If I can just get them out. I wonder who had that piece then. I wonder. Oh well, looks like we'll never know. Anyway, back to the installation, and then we'll just put that thigh piece in there as well. Push that in, and nice snug fits. You know, these aren't going to fall out over time. Once they're in, they're in. So you've got nothing to worry about there. And then the last piece then. Oh, I do apologise. I do apologise. I shouldn't really be doing a review when I'm full of snot and cold, but I really wanted to get this done. And then the last piece then, the bottom part of the thigh, push that in. And there we are. The only thing missing is that little piece there, but you can see now visually what a big difference that has made. Looks cool, doesn't it? Now then, thank you, Magnus. You may now stand up straight. Happy days. And now the last part of the installation is need to pull down the forearm like that. So on the mushroom peg, just a little bit of pressure just to pop it out. Out it comes, like that. Fold this part down, just on two little pivots there, just wiggle that out. Job done. And there's the old hand. So you can see now, there's the new one. I don't know if you can tell through the camera and the light, they do look identical, but trust me, this is a yellowy, almost grainy, like something you get off Shapeways. It's a grainy plastic. I'm not too sure about that. Like I said, we've got a wrist articulation, a little bit of silver paint as well. So mushroom, hinge, two fingers, middle finger, trigger finger, and the thumb is stationary. And again, just reverse. Just be careful, because like I said, these plastic, you could see that there, you could see that bend. Just push her in there like that. Make sure it's connected. Fold that over, push it in. And I've noticed as well, you've really got to push it in first of all. Again, the plastic tolerances on some parts are good. I do beg your pardon. Some parts are good, some parts are not, which makes me believe that they've rushed this process. So there we go. And then you basically just top of the mushroom there, mushroom peg, just put that in till it clicks. 1, 2, 3. Bit of force. There we go. And that's clicked in. Push that up. And there are his upgrades all installed, minus his new noggin, obviously. And obviously, what Ultra Magnus would not be complete without his BFG. This thing is huge. It's up to his waist. It is massive. And the good thing about these new hands is this tab will fit in there, so you can only hold it in this hand, which is a shame, but doesn't matter. The other two guns were rubbish. There is a feature on this as well. I'll just show it off quickly now. If you just extend the barrel like that, which reveals another port. And I think it's silly, to be honest, because I don't remember G1 Ultra Magnus doing it using a hammer or anything like that, but you can plug the missiles in there. So if you want to give him a Magnus hammer, you can, just like the other two guns. They were absolutely rubbish. They actually broke with me. So I couldn't wait to get this kit. This is another reason why I wanted the kit, because I wanted a solid gun for him as well. Something suitable of Ultra Magnus, and this thing is a boot. So there we go. Plug his missiles back in, and there we go. Now then, let's see if I can actually get Magnus to hold it. So there should be a little tab there now, as you can see. Let's see if I can get that in there for Magnus to hold it. And indeed he can. And there we are, ladies and gentlemen. That is the XT009 upgrade kit for Ultra Magnus. Obviously we haven't used the new head sculpt, because I don't think personally he use it, but obviously looking at it now, he is absolutely fantastic. So a bit of height, bit of depth to him, filled in all those nasty gaps. Oh, again, a bit of trouble in the back here then. But I'll be sorting these out as well, so you can see now everything has been filled in nice and tidy. I'll get down to those myself there. You can store the extra fit, as I said before. You can pull this panel down. There we go. Tell you what, I'll just pull him off for the time being, because you can store the faces here. You just need to push that out like so, and you can store the extra faces in those tabs, but I'm not going to bother, to be honest with you. You can use it if you want to. I won't be. I'll just be putting that straight in there like that, tabbing that in nice and secure, and then obviously you've got the rocket launcher issue there as well. So obviously if you want to use that for display, a little bit, obviously it's a small little thrusters there for Ultra Magnus, but I did notice earlier you've got nice thruster detailing under his feet there as well, and obviously you've got thrusters on the back of his thighs there, which again is cool. I do believe there's a little bit of a stress mark already occurring, and I can see it. You might not be able to see it, but I can see a little stress mark coming in now. So yeah, once these filler pieces are in, they're in. So I wouldn't play around with them too much. But to be honest, that is absolutely fantastic. That's what I've been waiting for. This is what Hasbro should have done from day one. Now that is a really cool, good looking Ultra Magnus. Now, do I recommend this kit to you? No, I don't. I've had this kit now for a day or two. I don't know if anybody else has had the same issues as me where parts have been missing. I'm lucky it's only that one little thigh filler. But again, it's been a pain in the ass. It shouldn't have been lost in the first place. I don't know whether it was when they shipped it out to Kapow Toys, or some of the Kapow Toys had taken it for themselves, or whatever. But if I was going to send someone out to a customer, I would make sure that is 100, that the product is 100% complete. So I've had no trouble with Kapow Toys, so fingers crossed Andy will sort me out with a replacement part as soon as possible. The thigh filler pieces and the gun and the head sculpt, I think if you have to have it, get it. Personally, I wouldn't waste the money. There was nothing wrong with the other Ultra Magnus, and I'm pretty sure there's other third-party companies out there who will probably make their own kits as well. What I would have liked to have seen, I'm glad they've sorted out the leg issues and stuff like that, and they've filled in the pieces, but what I would have liked to have seen is the new forearm guards. Basically something, because obviously even though you've got the articulation here now, you're still hindered by these panels here. I would have liked to see these redesigned, so basically maybe some of that covers, not covers, but basically just covers this white bit here and actually stops at the wrist, so you can actually use the Magnus hammer and things like that. Not that stupid little cutout that you can see there underneath, not that stupid thing there. So if you can get, I picked this up from Kapow Toys on sale, £25. I wouldn't pay any more than that. I really wouldn't, because I don't think the kit is worth it. It's not so much evident. Well, you can see it on this one now. You can see there's a lot of gnarling and a lot of marking on the hands. Some of the plastic feels very grainy, especially on the inside of the forearms. I know they're covered, but still, I can feel it in my hands, or like a bit of a residue. I'm not 100% keen on that, to be honest. I don't think a lot of people are going to be keen on that. So again, if it's something you want to upgrade your Magnus, go for it, but don't spend any big bucks on it. So there we are. This has taken it's taken a year since I first brought it to your attention, but I've finally done it now, and looking at him now, he does look good. I've addressed a few simple problems. I may use the head. Obviously not that. I might use the faceplate, and I'll keep everything together now, spare, just in case I want to revert it back to the way he was. I may even put the original shins back on and the original feet. I don't know yet. I'm just having a play around at the moment. But so far so good. I'm looking at him. I like him a lot. And that gun is awesome. That gun is huge. And he can hold it no trouble at all. I'm happy to say that the joints on my Magnus are quite stiff, and they're not going over time and giving a good shiggle now. and it's not going anywhere. So that is huge, man. That is absolutely huge. But hey, if anybody deserves a big blaster, it's Ultra Magnus. So again, thank you very much. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed doing it for you. I will do an update video, hopefully, for Kapow Toy sort me out with that missing thigh filler piece. And hopefully now I might be doing a few more reviews up until Christmas. Probably won't be able to do a lot because of work and things like that, but I will try my best. And if I'm able to get all of something last minute, I'll try and do a review for Christmas, and I'll do a Christmas video anyway before the holidays. So again, diolch yn fawr, thank you very much. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Thank you. Ta-ra.